I've literally just filmed, edited, gone to upload and accidentally deleted all the footage from this video. So here we go again at trying to refilm. How you doing, guys? Happy World Cup Day. Welcome to my official World Cup predictor. Don't get this confused with my other series. That is letting a number of different challenges determine my World Cup prediction. However, this is how I actually think the World Cup is going to go. So I've got here the Telegraph's World Cup predictor, which I'll leave a link in the description for so you guys can check out. And then go ahead and tweet me your World Cup campaigns and who your winners are, if there's any surprise exits, etc, etc. But here we have Group A. We've got Russia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and Uruguay. I think Uruguay are going to top the group. They're the team with the most quality by far. A lot of people obviously say that being host of the tournament gives you that bit of an advantage. However, I just don't think Russia have the quality. I personally think, not because I'm a Liverpool fan, but I think Mo Salah will tear them to shreds. And Egypt are going to take second place in Group A. So moving on to Group B now, we've got Portugal, Spain, Morocco and Iran. It's going to be between Portugal and Spain, obviously both going through. I think Spain as a whole are better than Portugal. I think Ronaldo's going to really probably struggle to win the group on his own pretty much. So I'm going to go Spain first, Portugal second. These are obviously going to be the obvious picks for the group stages. It's only really going to be when we get to the knockout stages that I'm kind of then going to have to not pick the obvious ones, and there'll be quite a few people disagreeing with what I say. So anyway, Group C, we've got France, Australia, Peru and Denmark. I think obviously France are going to win the group. We've then got the likes of Australia they have an okay team. They have that Ryan guy in there. They've got Timmy Cahill up front, who he's not what he used to be. But I feel like Denmark might be the team to finish second in this, just because of the likes of Eriksen. Obviously he's sort of coming into his prime now, and I think he could be a real one to watch this World Cup. Group D, of course, we've got Argentina, Iceland, Croatia and Nigeria. I think again it's given Argentina probably going to win the group. Some serious competitors though for second. Obviously Iceland knocking England out in the Euros. Croatia have the likes of Modric, even Lovren at the back, as stupid as it sounds. Nigeria have a good attack going forward. I think it's going to be Croatia to go through this one though. And then Group E again, Brazil, Switzerland, Costa Rica, Serbia. I think it's going to be Brazil to win it. I don't think Switzerland will get through. Costa Rica might do, but I'm going to give it to Serbia. And then Group F, Germany, Mexico, Sweden, Korea again. It's kind of obvious Germany are going to be the ones to win this one. I think, like I said before, a lot of these first place for the group stages is pretty straightforward. But as well in the group is Mexico, Sweden, Korea. Obviously Sweden don't have Ibrahimovic. However, that could be a blessing in disguise. It could allow a couple of other players to sort of shine through and share their quality. Obviously South Korea have got Heung-min Son, who's obviously great. Mexico though, I think Mexico just show a lot of passion, sort of desire. They did obviously last time as well, and with the likes of Hernandez, people like that. I think Mexico might nick this for second place. Now England's Group G, obviously Belgium, Panama, Tunisia and England. Quite a few England fans, a few of the England fans I know think England will actually get 9 points from this group. I, however, don't. I think we'll come second. I think Belgium are going to win the group. I do think we'll draw to Belgium. I feel like we'll only pick a point up from Tunisia though, and then beat Panama and finish second in the group, probably through goal difference. Group H, coming into this, we've got Poland, Senegal, Colombia and Japan. Now this is probably the first group whereby, or maybe the only group actually, whereby you probably couldn't actually predict the two teams going through. It's actually really hard. I think maybe Japan just falls short in terms of quality. But obviously Poland, you've got the likes of Lewandowski up front, world-class striker. Senegal have actually got, they've got Boulaye Keita, Diao, they've got Sal, they've got Mane, they've got Saka, they've got Piaté, they've got Guy, they've got Koulibaly. Senegal have actually got a very good team. And for that reason, I'm going to say Senegal are going to top this group. And then, do you know something? Just because I don't think Lewandowski has been he's not really shown his quality at international tournaments, I don't think. I feel as kind of more of a one-man team, he might struggle a little bit. And for that reason, I'm going to say Lewandowski is going to take an early exit and Colombia are going to take second, and it'll be Senegal and Colombia to go through the group stage. Now into the round of 16, obviously the first game kicking it off, we've got Uruguay versus Portugal, and I'm actually going to say this could be the first curveball for everyone obviously watching. I think Uruguay are going to beat Portugal. Like I said, I feel like I made a joke in my last video about Ronaldo not having the quality to do anything. I was obviously joking, but to be fair, in this game, I feel like the likes of Suarez and Cavani are just simply going to be too much for Portugal's defence, and I think they're going to nick this one. Spain versus Egypt. Now, don't get me wrong, I would love to see obviously the Ramos Salah rematch. I'd love to see Salah get his revenge. I'd love to see Egypt knock Spain out and go through. But I think Spain just have too much quality. Obviously, Egypt is like a one-man team. I think Spain just have way too much quality. Spain will kind of blitz past Egypt, and is hopefully not, but it could be a Spanish annihilation, unfortunately for Mo Salah and his fellow Egyptian. So I'm just going to have to say Spain for this one. Then moving to France and Croatia, I think this game would probably be a lot closer than I think a lot of people might think at first glance. I do think France will win it though, as you know, Croatia simply just don't have the quality that France do, but I think it will be tight. Argentina, Denmark next. I think this is kind of almost a no-brainer. I think this could be Messi's year to maybe bring home the trophy, who knows. I think Argentina will probably blitz past Denmark. Brazil versus Mexico. I'd love to go for a Mexico win. Again, like I mentioned before, like the Mexicans show so much fight, and like it's one of those nations that you just love to watch play because of the amount of like passion that they have. But this Brazil team looked absolutely lethal and like almost unstoppable. So I feel like I have to go for Brazil here. Germany, Serbia. I think I'd look away maybe if I was from Serbia in this one. I feel like it is maybe going to be like another blitz game. You know, I could see the Germans putting past a good 5 past Serbia, so I'm gonna have to go Germany for that one. Belgium and Colombia. I feel like this could be a really tight one actually. I feel like Belgium will nick it, maybe just squeeze through. But the firepower, obviously, Colombia have Falcao, Guadrado on the wing. It could be a threat to Belgium despite how good they are, obviously, defensively. But like I said, I do think they'll nick it, so I have to go Belgium. And finally, Senegal versus England. Do you know what? I'm going to go England because I feel like I have to. Like I feel like I really have to go for England just to see them win a knockout game, because we've not won a knockout game for like 12 years. But Senegal could really hurt us. Like obviously, like with the names I've mentioned before, they have some serious firepower going forward, and I don't know if our defence is maybe good enough to deal with that. But then obviously, likewise, we have some serious firepower going forward. You know the likes of Kane, the likes of Sterling, etc., etc. So I'm gonna go England. I feel like I have to. And now into the quarterfinals. This video is going a lot quicker than what it was before when I recorded it last time. I think it's just because I'm really trying to get it done, and I'm very tired, not really feeling the greatest. But we've got Uruguay and France kicking this one off. This time Uruguay I don't think will make it through. Obviously I predict them to get through past Portugal. I don't think Uruguay will make it through past the French team, just purely because of just the sheer quality that this French team has. And I think they're probably one of the teams that most people believe to get through to the final and maybe even win the whole thing. Now we've got Spain versus Argentina. This is probably the best in terms of like both teams having a lot of quality matchup we've had so far. Like I did say though, I think this could be Messi's sort of tournament to maybe bring home the World Cup. You know, kind of get that one over on Ronaldo. However, obviously Spain have a great team. I just think Argentina will edge this one. And then we move on to Brazil versus Belgium. This is going to be Belgium's first real test. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Belgium are a good side, but they are more like individuals. They're kind of like how England have been in the past. You know, they've got a very good set of individuals, but they don't necessarily gel together as a team. And I think the first time they've come against, you know, a team with real quality, such as Brazil, I think they're just going to get wiped away, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen here. Brazil are going to go through to the semis, and then we have Germany versus England. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't get me wrong, I'd really love to say England are going to go through on this one, but I just can't see it happening. However, quarterfinals, if we get a quarterfinal exit and we lose the game valiantly, I think not just me, but almost every England fan in the country, apart from like a few polls and kids that like claim we should be winning the whole thing or something. But yeah, like England, obviously, like I said, haven't won a knockout game for 12 years. So people like my age, like I'm 19, people my age haven't really like properly seen, like, you know, got to like actually witness properly England win a knockout game. So that's all I want us to do. I just want us to get past the round of 16, and then if we lose valiantly from then on, like I'll take it, whatever we get to. So the quarterfinal exit, especially to Germany, you know, what can you say? Now we jump straight into the semi-finals, France versus Brazil. These are two of the teams that I think a lot of people maybe said would go on to win the whole thing. Obviously, like I mentioned before, this one's like really, really tough to call, but I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm just going to say Brazil. I think this could be their year. You know, they've got the likes of Neymar back fit, Coutinho, like the best he's ever been. Obviously, like they've got the choice of like Firmino and Gabriel Jesus going forward. They've got Alisson, who's sort of started now to like shine, become one of like the best keepers out there right now, valued at about 80 million. Solid back line and as well as a solid midfield. Obviously France have that as well, but I do think Brazil just edge it slightly in terms of quality. We're going to go them. And then Argentina versus Germany. This is another controversial one because I'm actually going to go with Argentina to win this one. Now I know obviously a lot of people backing Germany to win the whole thing, you know, the efficient Germans, all that. I just think Messi, I think it's his year. Like I've said it a few times already, I think it's Messi's year. Despite obviously Germany having the better team all round, Argentina obviously sort of lacking in that defensive area. I just think the pure like firepower of the attack that Argentina have, I think they might just get away with it and maybe nick like a 2-1 or a 1-0 or something like that. And the Germans aren't going to be able to handle Messi and his boys. So now we enter the final, which is of course Brazil versus Argentina. And do I think it'll be Messi's year? Not against Brazil, I don't think so. I think the winners are going to be Brazil. I think they just look absolutely unstoppable this year. The goals that they've been scoring, just the team that they have is actually frightening to even like think about playing against. There you have it. Brazil are my winners for the Russia 2018 World Cup. I'll leave the Telegraph link in the description so you guys can go and make up and predict your own World Cup for this year. There'll also be a link to my last video in the description if you haven't seen it already. It's where I basically let a number of different challenges determine my sort of alternate prediction for the World Cup, whereby that's the team I'll actually have to put a bet on to win the whole thing. The group stages are up at the minute. That's obviously my last video. The next video will hopefully be up tomorrow. That's, I think, right, I've not actually filmed it yet. I'm looking to film it later today. But that's where I'm going to be asking members of the public, letting FIFA help me, letting relatives help me, and also my dog help me. Basically, like ultimately trying to find who's going to win the World Cup. And then obviously that team I have to put a bet on. So all the links for that will be in the description as well. Like I said, all of my social links will be down there as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitch, all of that good stuff. Also subscribe to the channel down below if you are new or just haven't already, and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, even though this does sound pretty rushed. As to be honest, it is. Like I said, I've filmed this whole thing before, edited the entire thing, gone to upload it to keep it on scheduled, and I deleted the actual like raw footage as I was doing that, so the upload just stopped. It was my own fault really, but yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Hands up for your colours.